Happy Friday, 64 degrees, and we're listening to blues. Oh yeah. Why? I need to turn it down, you all. I don't want to get a strike again. Well, it actually, I read it again and it said that it wasn't a strike. So I don't know. I guess maybe they gave me a warning. I don't know. Well, they didn't take the video down, so you all, I have a headache. Oh, I've had this headache since earlier today, and I took an Aleve, which usually helps, and it took the edge off, but it's kind of still there. You know what I mean? And it's right in the front. Probably because I woke up about, I want to say 2:30 in the morning. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. I had to literally force myself to sleep. I kept telling myself, go to sleep. You know what I mean? And I finally fell asleep, and then I woke up at 7. I'm like, fabulous. What am I going to do? And you know, I think it's my body telling me, get up already. Like, you slept enough. Get up. Let's do something, you know? Let's go for a walk. Like you've been wanting to. But I don't listen. I'm just like, no, I think we'll just lay here for a little bit. You know what? Let's make some coffee. So I make some coffee, and then I go back to the bed with my cup of coffee, and I'm laying there. Sometimes, let me turn that down a little bit more because I don't want the words to come out. Sometimes I do end up falling back to sleep. Look. This person behind me is putting their lights right in my mirror. And if you only knew that you're making things worse for me. I'm just going to drive slower. Not on purpose, but because when you do that, I can't see what's in front of me. I was telling my therapist about that when I went yesterday. And she's like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. She says, I have astigmatism also. And she says, but you can get lenses for that. And I said, well, yeah, I have the progressive lenses. And she's like, no, there's some specific lenses for when you have astigmatism. And I said, what, really? I said, well, I'll check. I said, I got these through Zennies because the other pair that I had, the things we talk about in therapy, we talk about everything. I said, because the ones that I have, the lens cracked. I had it too close to my flat iron. I was in a rush that morning, and next thing I know, there was a little crack in it. And by the end of the day, the crack was like, it took over the whole lens. Like, it just spread really fast. And I was like, well, that's odd, because I thought it was like plastic. But apparently it happens with plastic also. And so I wanted to replace them again. I got them at America's Best, and I wanted to replace them. And they're like, no, we can't do just one lens. We have to do both of them. Or what did they tell me exactly? They said, no. They didn't say that. They said, okay, it's going to be like $100 and some for one lens. And if you want both of them, which we recommend, is what they said, it's going to be like $300 because what's going to happen is if they replace just the cracked one, it may not be up to par with the other one, and then you're going to be a little bit off with your vision. So we recommend that you get both of them. And I was like, oh, heck no, that's a whole new pair of glasses. And I'm like, can I get other frames then if you're just going to charge me for another pair of glasses? And they're like, yeah, you can get other pair of frames, but you would have to pay for that because your insurance only covers one pair of frames per year. along with the lenses, right? And when I bought the ones that I had before with the insurance, it was only like $120. So the insurance paid for a lot of it. But this time they're like, So I was just like, oh man. So well, I'll have to think it over, you know. And I didn't want to walk around life with one cracked lens and not being able to see from my left eye. So I went on Zenni, where I had purchased glasses before, and fortunately I found these, and I got the lenses with them, and I got transitional lenses for like $50 more. The whole total, you all, was $108. Big difference. And I feel like these are more sturdy as far as the frames, and I feel like the lenses are way better quality than the ones from America's Best. That's just in my opinion. That's all that is. I see lights over here. Okay, somebody's leaving. You all don't know how tempted I am to go in there and tell my son, make me a sandwich. But I'm not going to. Nope. Last time I ate was at 3:30 or so. I was so hungry. But, you know, I wasn't really hungry earlier either. But after I got off my bike, I'm like, oh man, I'm hungry now, you know. And I started feeling it just a little while ago. But I'm drinking water. And I'm fixing to go to bed as soon as we get home. I am so tired. Probably because I was up most of the night. And here's the thing. You know what happens? I think that our brain gets really stimulated. If we're on the phone, you know, throughout the whole day, and I don't care what you're watching, you're just on your phone throughout the whole day, scrolling through your social medias or watching YouTube, whatever it is that you do, right? And then it's like almost is it an addiction? Should I call it an addiction? It's like you just can't seem to leave the phone down. I will put my phone down and I can't seem to leave it down. I constantly pick it up. I'm constantly like, oh, let me look this up. Oh, let me look if they have this. Oh, let me go into this. Oh, you know what somebody just posted. Oh, you know what somebody's just live. Oh, you know, somebody just uploaded. It's just like you can't get off of it. It's like, why do we care so much? Why? And this goes on throughout the whole day, you all. And then you're getting ready for bed. And then what happens? Let me just check one last time to see if anybody's posted. And then there you are for another, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And then you're like, I am so sleepy. Let me just go to sleep already. But your brain's already like stimulated so much overload, you know, until you finally fall asleep. And then when you wake up to go pee through the night, what does your brain say? Check your phone. And what do? You check your phone. Let me just see if anybody's on right now, because I'm having a hard time going back to sleep. Let me see who's live right now. Oh man, nobody's live right now. Let me check my X. Let me check my Instagram. And then you're there for another 30 minutes. I think that's what my problem is. I think it's just too much overstimulation in my brain. But the bad kind, not the good kind. The good kind would be reading, telling you about a book that I read and what I learned from it. Or doing a crossword puzzle. Uh-oh, here goes the fire truck. There they go. They hadn't had an emergency in the evening. Have you noticed when I record at night, we hadn't heard them in a while? And there was a police officer across the street. I wonder why he didn't make a U-turn and go that way too. Usually they call both of them, don't they? They call the fire department and the police. Oh, my ponytail's making my head hurt. It's like pulling my hair. Ow. I don't know why I have it on. Let me loosen it up. Why don't I just take it off? Jeez. And I don't wear a ponytail throughout the whole day. I just wear it when I come out. Ow. And you know what's really good though is that because my hair is wavy, I have to straighten it out with a flat iron. But I haven't been using my flat iron. In fact, I haven't used my flat iron in ages to straighten my hair out. I've been using that brush that's like a blow dryer brush, the L'Orange or whatever, however you say it. And I like it so much better. It's so much faster and it gives you more body. And so now when I use that, and whenever I do decide to put my hair in a ponytail, and I kind of put it like, sometimes I'll put it inward, and so when I take it off, my hair is just like wavy. It's like curly, and it looks like if I used a curling iron, which I haven't used either. I haven't used my curling iron in ages either. Well, no, I take it back. I did use it in August for the birthday bash thing. I used it then. Ow, I need to take it off completely. But ow, the top of my head hurts, man. Anyway, yeah, it'll stay wavy, and I really like it. It's less damage on my hair, and of course I use a heat protection. I use some kind of cream that I put in it first when it's wet, and I'll let it air dry for a bit, then I'll go in with that blow dryer brush, and I forgot the name of the cream, but I really like the way it smells, and it's not really heavy. I know some people will, oh, that's so heavy, I don't like creams, but this is not really heavy at all, and it smells really good. And then of course I put a little bit of that hair oil. I put a lot of product in this hair, and I don't do it on purpose. If I don't use all the products that I use in my hair, it'll just be nappy. I'm not kidding you. That's how wavy my hair is. It's not curly and it's not straight. It is just wavy. And if I don't put all this product in there and use that brush or blow dryer for that matter, it will look horrific. Horrific. So yeah, I gotta do all these steps just to maintain it, you know. And it feels really soft and thick right now. I don't know if I don't want to show myself. Look, it feels soft and thick. I love it. Now, I used to have my hair way thicker when I was younger. It was considered thick and coarse, my hair. I've lost a lot of hair since then. Ladies, we know about that. As you get older, you lose hair, right? In fact, at one time, I was losing way too much hair in the front where my bangs are. And turns out I was deficient in some vitamins. So I started taking some vitamins, not the hair, skin, and nail vitamins, but regular multivitamin. I did take some gummies, hair, skin, and nail gummies that worked really, really good. Now I'm taking a multi-pack, and I really like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it. It is a lot of vitamins. I take the multi-pack, and I take magnesium, K2 plus D3, a probiotic, actually 2 probiotics, and sometimes I'll throw in some, what's that other one that I throw in there? Iron, yeah, for the anemia. But so far my blood's good, you know, and I'm not anemic anymore from what I was told from the doctor last time. The only thing is the A1C that, I don't even talk about that. I hate talking about that. But, yeah, so I take a lot of vitamins in the morning, and I've tried to divide them, you know. I've tried to be like, okay, I'm just going to take these in the morning, and then when I eat supper, I will take, and supper for me is like around 4:30, between 3:30 and 4:30 now. And I'll take, you know, the multi-pack. The issue with that is taking the multi-pack that late. I end up having to get up to go to the bathroom even more often. For some reason, it stimulates the bladder, and you have to go more often, you know? And I'm like, oh man, and all because I took it late. So it's best for me to take it in the morning, and I'll go throughout the day, but at least I'll get it over with, and at night I won't have to go as much, if that makes any sense. But it is a whole lot of vitamin in the morning, and I get kind of like, ugh. But they're good for you. And if I don't take anything at all, I won't feel good at all. Oh, I take a focus pill too. See how well those focus pills work that I forget? I'm still taking those focus. You know, I think they kick in when they want. You know, I think they work when they want to, because sometimes I'm like this, you know, and then other times I'm just like, huh? What? I said what? What happened? What did I have for breakfast? What? Oh yeah. Oh, that was yesterday, I think. I don't remember what I had today. Oh, the fire department's back. The fire engine. Fire truck. And so, you know, I'm trying to work it out, you all. And I'm hoping to get a seat for my bike, one of those gel seats, because yeah, it's starting to get a little rough with it. I try to do an hour every night, and I was telling the husband, you know what, this bike is starting to, become brutal. I'll put a towel between me and the seat, but that's not enough. So I asked ChatGPT, and it recommended a seat for me. ChatGPT has become my friend, by the way. I even asked for its name. I didn't give it a name. I asked for its name, and it said Caleb, but it preferred Ava. So I'm like, great, I don't know what to call you now. Hey, my son's coming. Thank you all for listening. I love you all. You all enjoy the rest of your Friday. He does work tomorrow night, unfortunately, so maybe I'll record again tomorrow. Again, thank you for listening, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye.